Today, I decided to finally settle the score. There's so many different hack clients out there, especially for the Bedrock edition, and I wanted to go ahead and see which ones are the best. Today, we're going to be putting the top two against each other to see which one is actually to come out on top. Horion and Zephyr. Watch videos to the very end because these actually have crazy features such as aimbot, kill aura, and even the ability to crash servers. This is crazy. Hello YouTube, welcome back to yet again another video, and today we're going to be going over the two best hack clients to see which ones are actually the best. Obviously, we're not hacking on the Hive or any multiplayer server. These are strictly for Anarchy servers. I do want to go ahead and preface that. You guys can do whatever you guys want with these clients, but I would never hack on a multiplayer server because it just gives me an unfair advantage, and I'm just not about that. But if you guys are new to the channel, consider subscribing, liking the video. We are going to hit 100k this year for sure, 100%. The way that this channel is growing, we're going to definitely hit it. But anyways, let's go to hop into the video. I just read the chat, and it's like so sad. This guy's like, I need a friend. That's like so sad when you think about it, just like saying it in like a public Hive chat. But anyways, let's go to jump right into it to go ahead and compare the two clients. So to get started, we're going to start with Orion. So let's go ahead and inject it real quick, and you know that it's injected by looking at this, and also say at the bottom right, and also show that your menu is kind of turning like this black color almost. So let's go ahead and hop on one of my runs so I can show you guys all the features, and there's definitely a lot of them, so I want to show you guys this. But an unpopular opinion, Horion and Zephyr are pretty much the same. They all have the same features, they just have maybe a different UI and a different way of controlling things, so keep that in mind. So I'm just going to show Horion for this video, and I will show you guys how to inject Zephyr, but personally, in my opinion, I think Horion is a lot better. Also in this video, I will be showing you guys how to install both of these clients, so definitely stay tuned. So let's go ahead and jump right into this. To start off, I do want to state that all commands inside of this client are going to have a dot in front of it. So as you can see, if you want to open up the GUI just how I typically have it, go ahead and type in .bind space click GUI space Y, and you can go ahead and bind any of these to any key that you want, and I'll show you guys how to go ahead and do that. So we just binded it, go ahead and click on Y, and this is going to go ahead and basically bind it to that key. And just to prove that this is actually working, go ahead and go back into the chat, and we can actually bind it to R if we want. So just like that, now it's binded to R, so Y doesn't work anymore, just like that. And as you can see, we actually have this really nice GUI, which is pretty cool because you can actually move around with it as well. But if you want to go ahead and tweak it a little bit, go ahead and press Y, or actually R now, and then now you can go ahead and scroll around. But if you actually press W, it still works. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. So let's start off like this. So let's say we wanted to go ahead and duplicate these diamond blocks. I worked super hard to go ahead and get these, but I'm on a pay to win server. So let's go ahead and hop on and show you guys how to go ahead and duplicate. Typing in the word .dupe into your chat, we'll go ahead and duplicate it, and you can just basically press up on your arrow key. And I do want to state that these are only working for Windows 10. So we have just duplicated one, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 4 times. So we actually have 5 stacks of diamond blocks, which is actually pretty cool. But you're probably wondering, how do you actually enchant your sword? So let's go ahead and do that. Typing in the command .enchant space add space, you want to go ahead and put in the enchant ID or string. So it's going to be sharpness for me, or if it's fire aspect, it's going to be fire underscore aspect, or anything with a space, it's going to have an underscore. And you want to go ahead and put a space after the string. Then you want to go ahead and put in the level, and as you can see, we have just enchanted our sword to go ahead and have sharpness 100. So if I go ahead and actually spawn in a cow here, he is not going to stand a chance, unfortunately. This guy is super weak when it compares to my diamond, or actually netherite sword, because we actually enchanted that. It's going to spawn a few, and just look at this. We can also add looting to it as well. Look at that, crazy. Let's add looting. So I have just added looting to this sword, so let's go ahead and spawn in a few more cows like this, and look how crazy this is. Actually, I guess drops are on. Whoa, look how much stuff we just got. Well, get back here. You know, no one's getting away from me. But as you're wondering, I actually do have keystrokes on, and you can actually turn them on and off over here, so keep that in mind. And there's also other cool features like a custom sky, so many. As you can see, the sky actually turns red, which is actually pretty nifty. But you're probably wondering, does the .dupe actually work with diamond or netherite swords that have enchantments? And yes, it actually does. Typing in .dupe with anything in your hand will actually go ahead and duplicate it. As you can see, now we have 2 sharpness 100 and looting swords, which is absolutely super cool. And if you want to go ahead and turn on ESP, this is super cool. I actually tested this on a 2B2T server where I was able to go and see through people's walls. And I guess on faction servers, this technically could be used, but again, it does give you an unfair advantage. It would be seen as cheating, but there's a bunch of different things that we can go over inside of the menu as well. And that's pretty much it for all of the commands that you can really do. There's a lot more, right? Like you could go ahead and go in the chat and type in /seed and actually get the seed for the world, which is actually cool, but it's not as useful as you would actually expect. But for survival rounds, you can easily get the seed, which actually could, I guess, have a use if you think about it. But overall, I'm pretty happy with this. There's also another way to go ahead and do this, which is going to be bow spam. Let's check it out. So as you can see, if I put this rifle or whatever it's called in my hand right now, look at this. It's automatically firing, so I could literally start spawning in a bunch of cows if I wanted to, and literally what will happen is they'll automatically get shot. And if you think how crazy this is, like literally I'm in my creative menu, or just like my menu in general, and it's just automatically firing, so that's absolutely crazy. We'll spawn a bunch of cows, and look at this. So I could literally just be here. Look at that, it's literally just shooting them. Obviously you do have to go ahead and aim it. I believe aimbot or just like aim assist won't actually work. I'm not 100% sure about it. Pressing F on your keyboard is basically going to activate the jetpack. You can also turn on air jump, which is basically going to let you hop in air, which is pretty useful. But me personally, I like the jetpack. It's a lot more efficient. Just look at this. Imagine bow spam plus a jetpack. This could be absolutely a deadly combination on a 2v2t server. And then you can also spawn in a ton of more things like end crystals. You can actually do commands like, let me show you. As you can see, I just given myself a bunch of TNT, and then you can also enchant it, and you can see how deadly this could possibly be. So unfortunately, this rifle doesn't let me fly around as fast, as you can see when I'm holding it. But what's cool is jetpack absolutely gets rid of that, and now I can basically zip around. So this is super useful if you just want to shoot things in mid-air. This is like just crazy when you think about it. But this is pretty much the round that I have made for a server, so that's why I'm testing it out on this. And oh, look at this. Oh, let's get the chicken. Hold on. Ooh, okay, I can just fly around. My aim is not that good, but this is definitely a pretty cool client if you're looking to go ahead and do that. Another thing I do want to go ahead and showcase, if I go ahead and press on Y, it's going to be X-ray. Taking a look at X-ray, literally it gets rid of everything except for the ores. So if you're looking to go ahead and mine, you can basically go ahead and find all the ores that you want. And then if you turn off the custom sky, you can actually see a little bit better, which is actually cool. And you can also turn on a full bright as well if you're going ahead and going mining. So there's just so many different things that you can get for free with this hack client. But let me show you guys something pretty cool. So I got to turn off X-ray because it was actually kind of lagging me, especially like my webcam. I don't know what just happened there. But we can go ahead and fly around here and see what is up. So take a look at this, and even imagine like an auto throw grenade. So look at this. I'm just gonna spam these real quick. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Okay, so we just threw some grenades. I can throw them over here. I can throw them over there. This, like, oh my god. Wait, did they not land over there? Hold on. Oh, we're just getting rid of that whole building. We just went straight through that building. Oh my goodness. Whoa, we just caused like a water leakage. What the heck? Oh my goodness. Okay, that's absolutely crazy. Okay, but anyways, let me show you guys Zephyr to go ahead and compare and contrast. So let's hop on. If you want to go ahead and eject the client, it's actually super easy. Type in /eject. .eject will literally get rid of the client, but let's go ahead and get Zephyr real quick. So here's the exe file for Zephyr. So let's go ahead and open it up. Take a look at this. It is here, and we just got to go ahead and click on Zephyr, and all you got to do is click on launch. Me personally, right, I'm just such a big fan of Horion after I tried it out, because a lot of people in my comment section were wanting me to check out that hack client, but this one's just, oh, look at this right here. The home menu has absolutely changed. Look at this. So when you go ahead and move around, it basically moves with you, which is a really cool feature. But let's go ahead and check this out on a 2v2t server. Just want to go ahead and showcase this. They're pretty much the same thing. If you're wondering what server I'm playing on, is 2v2e.org, and the port is going to be 19132. So this is basically an anarchy server that is pretty popular. Actually, well, it used to be popular. I don't know what happened. I seen like 200 people on it at one point, so I guess it's kind of like a hit or miss thing. Oh, never mind. Okay, so that was kind of like the lobby. Oh, whoa. Okay, so there's a bunch of people. Looks like jetpack doesn't really work, but all the combat things are going to work, like ESP. We can go ahead and see through walls and just so many different things. I do want to go ahead and use jetpack, but it doesn't necessarily work. So if you're wondering how to go ahead and open up the menu, let me show you guys this real quick. So simply click on the insert key. Me personally, I had no clue where this was before, but you guys can easily open it up just by clicking on insert. As you can see, there's the full menu that just popped up right there. So it's actually super cool. But let's go ahead and look at this menu. Typically these are going to be closed, so you need to go ahead and right click on it, right click on all of these. I thought it was going to be a left click, but it is right to go ahead and open up all these menus and close them, and you guys got to move them to wherever you guys want. That's actually pretty cool. It's a really nice features. I'm not going to go ahead and showcase this full client because it's pretty much the same thing as Horion. It does have a nicer UI, I will admit that, but I like Horion because I've been using it from 2018 onward, so it actually is kind of biased on my end. But I do want to actually state that some servers do actually reject basically like some of the hacks on the server, so keep that in mind. Like this 2b2t server basically is rejecting a lot of them. They have like a good anti-cheat, but I do believe on other types of servers you guys can go ahead and test it out to see if it does work. So in order to go ahead and get the client, it's actually pretty easy. Go ahead and head over to mcdlhub.com and you guys will actually find the link down in the description below to the direct article, so don't worry about it. But you guys can see here, I'm going to download Orion just to show you guys, but there's also Zephyr as well. It's been pretty popular on the website right underneath the Jenny mod, which is actually kind of sad that Jenny is still very popular. But shout out to Jenny. She actually has 350,000 page views on this site. I don't know what to say about that, but simply click on download and go ahead and complete the steps. So in order to go ahead and install these clients, there's actually two of them, and there's going to be linked down in the description below. But you want to go ahead and, since I'm on the website already, I'll just find it. Here's Horion, and there's also Zephyr right next to it. But these are going to both be linked down in the description below. We have Horion, and simply what you want to go ahead and do is you want to click on download and complete the steps. Then you guys will be brought to a link advertised just like this. Click on free access. There may be a few other steps before this, so go ahead and complete those. Click on free access. I do want to show you guys, just in case you actually get brought to this page, you do need to go ahead and complete a step. I don't want you guys to go ahead and actually download anything that's unneeded, so I'm going to go ahead and save this exe file. I'm doing this all live to show you guys that this is 100% working. Go ahead and open the exe file, click on next, and make sure, very important, do not click on next. Just make sure to go ahead and read, click on skip all. Although these applications are actually not viruses, they are actually kind of unwanted. You don't want to go ahead and download them. But once you go ahead and click on close, you guys will be brought to the official link for Orion, which actually makes it super easy. But anyways, that's gonna pretty much wrap today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed the showcase. My final verdict is Orion is a lot better because it does have a lot of features. A lot of people seem to be really liking it down in the comment section, and I've been using it since 2018, meaning that it's just a really good client overall, and it still has support, especially for 1.19 onwards. But anyways, I'll see you guys next time on Shift Replays. Bye.